It's time to become the best version of yourself and help others do the same. It's Monday morning and we're talking success.
Good morning, Soul family. It's great to be with you here today. I'm looking over at our chat board and I see a lot of you have already greeted each other. I love it when people get on early. You're wonderful. There's so many positive thoughts, so many positive vibes coming from your chat. So keep chatting in, because as always, we are going to give something away. We're going to give some soul merch away. It's a glass soul drink container, and it's how I like to start my morning, with Soul Vital, the drink I have right here, in glass. That's how I wake up. It's how I wake all my cells up. It's how I get myself going. So if you would like to participate in that drawing, make sure you chat in. Plus, we just want to hear from you. So it's good to hear from you. And I've got all sorts. It looks like it's sunny and beautiful all around the country today. Alvaro says hello from North Carolina, and Debbie from Texas, and Jenny from Katy, Texas. I've been to Katy. That's an awesome area. I love how everybody says Soul Fam in there. And that's sort of the way we feel about it. We want to be more than just a business association. We always did. That's why we arranged and we structured Soul the way we did, so that we can support and help one another, educate one another, lift one another. And that's what we're going to do this Monday morning. It's all positive vibes coming from Soul today. And so let's jump right in, because before we get to the topic of our discussion today, which is these 4 signature drinks, which represent a leap forward in supplemental nutrition. Yes, we can say that at Soul Naturals, because of the way we use adaptogens and because of the structure of our system, of our 4 signature drinks and what comes off of that, expanding into the rest of the line. It is a real leap forward in wellness for people. But it is only that if they hear about it and if they understand it. So this morning, I'm going to share with you my short version of how I like to present the 4 signature drinks, and give just a little bit of education, a little insight, a little perspective to someone on how they can jump forward in their wellness, instead of sort of just matching up even natural products against symptoms, which is what we're trained to do in our society. I think that's where we come from. So before we get into that topic today, let's do some recognition, because there's lots of good going on in Soul. In fact, the success key that we're going to honor today is one of my favorites, because it's such a vibrant example of doing better yourself because you help somebody else do better. And it's the Soul Prime success key. There are several in the Soul Prime programs, several success key. The first one is called Primed Up. And this is when I myself earn the Soul Prime at any level, really at any given time. Remember that it is during the first 4 months of my journey as a specialist at Soul, these Prime bonuses are doubled. But after that, I can earn them monthly for as long as I'd like, forever in Soul. So the Primed Up success key is always available for everyone. And so let's recognize those who have done that this past month. We've got a number of them here. We're going to first say a big congrats to Amanda Rivera. I'm going to put my glasses on here because I've got a list here. I want to tell you a couple things. Yeah, and Amanda. So Amanda is primed up and also coming to Ignite. We really want to see you all Ignite. I see a couple of your chats on here. Chris was saying, hey, I can't wait to see everybody. Make sure you come to Ignite. You make the difference. When you're there, we're all better. So come to Ignite, all right? Amanda's going to be there, and she's doing lots of awesome things. You want to hang out with Amanda. Congrats, Amanda. Congrats to Maria Lopez, who is also primed up. Alvaro Medina. Congratulations, Alvaro. He's unusually, he's primed up. Jordana Espinosa. Congratulations, Jordana. Genoveva Valencia. Congratulations, you're primed up, Genoveva. Virginia Viguera. Virginia will be at Ignite, so you got to say hello to her there. Corinne Lott. Corinne will be at Ignite. She's primed up. Dioselina Manjares. Congratulations, Dioselina. I still don't know if Dioselina is coming. She might be. Ana Cano is primed up. Congratulations, Ana. Ana will be at Ignite. Johnny Guerrero. I hope Johnny comes. He's awesome. My nickname for him is the Encyclopedia. He's just been helping people for so long with herbs. He knows how to listen. And then once he's listened, he can put you on a great program for your health. Maria Ramirez, congratulations, Maria. You are primed up. And Yadiel Diaz, same thing I've heard Yadiel teach. He also puts it really plainly and wonderfully and is helping so many people. Most months he is primed up. Maria Juana Magaña Mendoza, who mostly is doing work with Mexico. Congratulations. Maria, well done. Veronica Martinez, great job, Veronica. Veronica will be at Ignite as well. Julianne Clark, congratulations, Julianne. And Misaela Cardenas. This is our group for this month who earned the Soul Prime. It's funny, I was listening, before I go to the next group, I was listening to a training on Saturday night. There's a new training going on in our Spanish team. It's called Soul University. They're doing 4 Saturdays, back to back, Saturday, 2 hours each Saturday. And there's this wonderful manual, and one section of the manual is sort of the compensation plan made easy, and a part of it describes Soul Prime. And one of the points that I love that was made on Saturday was, who should I help with Soul Prime? And the answer was, when someone is brand new and you've brought them into Soul, right then, work right with them, help them have their Soul Prime experience. It gives them all the best of Soul right out of the gate because they get to feel that feeling of helping somebody else change their health, those 4 people they've helped. They also get their first win. They start to see, oh, I can earn bonuses as I help others, and this builds a profession. And my profession is I help other people in their wellness, and I teach them how to make great decisions, and I help their wellness leap forward with the Soul adaptogen-centered formulas. So that was this is just a little piece. I just loved the way they said it Saturday, so I thought I'd share it this morning with you. Soul Prime is built to be an experience for a brand new person. And then from then on, of course, once we know how to do it, there's no end to the number of people we can help. And each time we're helping somebody else win, we win ourselves. So this primed up success key, boy, it never really dims in its brightness. It's super bright key for success and satisfaction in this type of a business, which is helping others change their lives. So those are our primed up. Now, there are some variations of the Soul Prime success keys. Our next one's called Double Prime. The only difference in Double Prime is these are people who have done it in their first 4 months. So these are some of the people I'm referring to. When they're newer in Soul and they're having that experience, congrats to them and congrats to their mentors that are helping them have this experience. It's a game changer. It really is, not just for the people who embarked on their soul wellness journey, but also for that nascent leader, to put it that way, who gets to see the real satisfaction early on and the power of helping others. So these are the people who were double prime this last month. Samantha Bradley, and I'm looking here. These are all 3. We have 3 new specialists who impressively were double prime in their first month. So this is Samantha, Maxine Holler, who I think was just right there on second tier of the double prime in her first month. Can shout out to you, Maxine, and Jennifer Landides. We have 3 of you who double primed their success key this past month. And that's an awesome achievement. Congrats once again. Now, these are those who have mentored someone else to enjoy the prime experience. We're going to congratulate Lydia Ferrantino. I think this is one of 2 prime keys Lydia got this month. So this is her first one. There's another one coming. Congratulations, Lydia. I'm not surprised. Lydia's on here most months. In fact, I think every single month as prime herself, but most months she's on as a prime mentor. She really gets that principle. And congrats to Eric Patterson, who's also on as a prime mentor. Eric also talks often about the power of prime early on. I know that visiting quite a bit with Eric, that this is something that's just standard with him. When someone comes in new, he lets them know this is how you get going in a way that you're going to enjoy this and have some fun and satisfaction. Yamilka Perez, and by the way, Eric will be at Ignite too. Lydia will be at Ignite. Yamilka Perez. Yamilka is a prime mentor. Congratulations to you, Yamilka. Maye Flores, who will be at Ignite. And if you don't know Maye, you got to meet Maye. I call her La Magnifica, which means magnificent. She really is that way. Maye is a Prime mentor this month. Valerie Bledsoe, not the first rodeo for Valerie either in this Success Key. Congratulations, Valerie. And Valerie will be at Ignite, and she's got an outstanding and very informative, and I will say now, life-changing presentation that she'll be teaching there. You don't want to miss that. And it has something to do with the new product that Soul will be launching at Soul Ignite. We'll be dedicating the better part of the entire day of Friday at Ignite to all the training, the background on this new product so that you'll get totally immersed in it and feel very comfortable and see how you and we can help others with this product. And it will be another game-changing product for their health. Then we have Janet Vergara, who will also be at Ignite, so you got to meet Janet. Janet also will be teaching. Janet, by the way, is an MD who has seen the power for many years, and though she knows and is fully capable of helping people through that degree, she chooses to spend the vast majority of her time changing people's nutrition and habits and outlook and helping them connect in with a supportive community to make wellness something that's a reality for them in their lives. So Janet Vergara is another Prime mentor. And now we get to our final Prime Success Key. It's called Power Primed. And as you know, Prime has four, you might know this, has 4 levels of achievement. The top 2 levels, we call them Power Prime. And they were designed for sort of special campaigns you might do where you're dealing with larger groups of people. There are several instances where this is the perfect tool. We have 2 ladies who have earned this today, and both of them, I'm actually losing count for how many times they've earned the Power Prime level. Now, if you've never tried it, and it's something that can be, when you look at the numbers on the chart, you can think, well, that might be a little intimidating for me. But you know what? Don't knock it till you try it. Because if you've never tried this, this is something you can do, and you can do it more than once. It's about a mindset. And I think both of these women have this amazing mindset and these great hearts to go with it. Lots and lots of people start their soul journey because of what we're about to see right here. And that's Lydia Ferrantino, who earned the Power Prime level once again. She'll have to tell you how many times, I don't know. And then Anita Carpenter. Again, this is something that Anita has gotten really good at. And I sure hope Anita will be at Ignite too. I hope you ask her when you're here, Anita, tell me, what do you do? What do you do? What are some of your secrets or keys? What are some of your habits that result in this? Because it's such a difference maker. And what a great achievement. And what a way to start Monday, huh? I love to start Monday seeing all the good people are doing. Now, to those of you who weren't on here today, we got to recognize a bunch of people that are recognized for their achievements with Prime Success Keys. Those of you who were not recognized, we want to also shout out to all the great things you're doing as well. We look for opportunities each week to celebrate our achievements. That's a big part of our wellness and our well-being. And I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. There will be opportunity every week. If you have any questions about the success keys that we like to celebrate here on Monday Morning Talking Success, email B. B can give you any information about the success keys, and there might be one that piques your interest, that is right up your alley in the way that you like to change lives. We'd love to honor you for it, okay? So if you have questions and you haven't been honored with a success key yet, why don't you give B a ring or an email? B will help you. Okay, so I'm looking here at some chats before we jump into the quick presentation on the signature drinks. And I love all the words of affirmation here. Yes, look at that. You've got a few people who are affirming what I was saying. Yes, so-and-so really helped me. Congratulations, way to go. I love that. Yeah, Anita says, B's awesome. B has the answers. That is right. B will get it done. Amazing people doing awesome things, says Debbie. And that's true. What a great business to be in, right? I mentioned this training that I was listening to on Saturday night. This is across the country. There were almost 200 people live plugged into this Zoom training. While I was listening, I couldn't listen to the whole thing. And the person leading the training said, this is a business of service. The way you achieve success is by serving people. If you'd like more success, you serve more people, and you level up your service. How do we do that? By education, by sharing what we all experience and know. That's how we do it. And when there's a strong community and we're closely knit, then all the information is available to everyone. In that light, I'd like to share a little bit about a quick introduction that I like to make when I'm talking to someone newer for the first time maybe, or really early on, about why Sol has 4 signature drinks and why Sol uses adaptogens as the core for every single formula, and then their formulas are built out from there, pairing various herbs with adaptogens. Why are adaptogens the center? Why are there 4 signature drinks? Why are there 4 of them? Why do we do it this way? Well, because Sol was founded because we felt like this concept would provide a leap forward for someone's wellness. Now, we thought about the industry because we've been in the industry for a long time, but really we're thinking about the individual and what affects our health, what makes a difference, starting with my wife, and my wife Donna's story. This philosophy and this organization was a leap forward, not just a little bit of a nudge or a help. It was a leap forward in her health, continues to be that way for all of us today. And organizing Sol into 4 signature drinks is the full filled out structure of this wellness leap forward. Now, recently I had a chance to be at a couple of live events where there were booths, and we had naturopaths there, and we had different groups of people who have been in for quite some time around natural health and healing. And so I had the opportunity many times over and over to introduce why Sol is organized the way we are, and why that we make that statement that Sol is a leap forward for your wellness if you'll let it be that, if you'll use it that way. So I'd like to tell you today a little bit of what I would do, what I did for a couple of those weekends, many times over, to introduce our 4 signature drinks. So as we all know here, Sol has 4 signature drinks that are based upon 4 categories of well-being: mental and physical, emotional and physical, balance, which is in green, lift, which is in red, calm, which is in blue, and yellow, and clarify, which is in yellow. When we say these colors and when we say these category names, we always think balance, body and mind; lift, body and mind; calm, body and mind; clarify, body and mind. Why do we say it that way? Because each of these formulas have adaptogens at their core. And what do adaptogens do? They help the body stay in the reparative, the restorative, and the resilient state. When the body is in a state of balance, general balance, we don't have to be perfect, but generally there, everything the body needs to do and the mind wants to do, it can do. Body's able to digest well, the body's able to sleep, get the rest it needs, the body's able to create energy, which you need to do everything, to think, to deal with life, and to hike or run a marathon if you're going to do something physical and demanding. All of these things the body does best in a balanced state. Adaptogens fortify the stress management abilities of the body, and therefore everything that these formulas are designed to nourish so that the body can do what it wants to do happens better, happens more completely. This is why adaptogens are at the core of Sol products. So we have 4 categories, and I like to give what I call my 30-second explanation of each one of these signature drinks within the adaptogen philosophy and the 4 category structure of Sol. First, we start with Sol Vital. This is your daily deposit. It has herbs so important in today's world that need to be that contain nutrients that need to be deposited into our wellness bank account every single day. Herbs that are high in chlorophyll, 4 of them: spinach, mulberry, nettle, and alfalfa. Concentrated and in 4 varieties for their protective status, their mild detox, keeping the body in that clean, effective state. Protecting the body and mind from those stressors and environmental factors that can weigh down wellness. And then 4 herbs in Soul Vital that are high in minerals to keep the mineral bank high. Emotional stress burns minerals as much as any kind of physical activity. Gatorade isn't just for athletes, and I say Gatorade, but electrolyte drinks that contain other substances that I don't prefer to put in me. But why are they sought after? They have minerals. Soul Vital has 1/3 of the formula dedicated to plants high in minerals, because these need to be replenished for physical needs and emotional needs. They are nettle, burdock, dandelion, and oat straw, high in minerals and also protective of heart, lungs, kidneys, and these vital organs that maintain our wellness. And finally, the 3rd group of plants in Soul Vital is our 6 adaptogens. These are the adaptogens that were the founding and are the founding group of adaptogens for Soul Vital to maintain our stress resilience and emotional wellness, as found in Adaptable, the formula that started it all at Soul Naturals. So Soul Vital, that daily deposit, minerals, chlorophylls, and adaptogens, these we need every day, and I start my day with that. Now the red category is lifting our body and mind. How does this happen with Cinnamate? It happens through blood sugar management, helping the body keep the blood sugar in the normal range. When that happens, we think clear, we're happier, we create energy, our metabolism is efficient. So we have herbs that are wonderfully nutritious here. Yerba mate, which has almost 200 beneficial vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and other plant compounds that are known to be vital for energy and metabolism. This yerba mate is paired with 3 kinds of cinnamon, nopal cactus, banaba leaf, and thyme to help the body keep those blood sugars right where they need to be. So lifting is about all the varied nutrition and blood sugar management, and this affects both body and mind. Calming, Soul Renew, herbs to relax the muscles, to calm the mind, with a little special superpower. Now, there are a couple of adaptogens in this formula. One of them, my favorite, is marl root, Raponticum carthamoides. Discovered really by observation that animals, in particular, the marl deer, that were under duress, physical and emotional, you would say, injured in fights, the females, after they gave birth, they would always seek out this particular plant, and the root is the most nutritious part. Well, science has shown that this root accelerates the body's reparations, restorations, rejuvenations. This only happens when we're in a balanced stress state. So Soul Renew is about calming the mind and the muscles, but it's about repairing, restoring, rebuilding. So we balance and we put the daily deposits there. We lift our energy metabolism and our blood sugar management. We accelerate the body's repairing and keep it in a calmer state. And then finally, yellow. I call this sometimes, and you're probably going to laugh at me, my crazy formula. Because people are usually shocked when they hear about Excel for the first time. Why? Why is it kind of the crazy formula? Because Soul Excel has half of it a hormone balancing formula that is just wonderful. 3 kinds of maca, red, yellow, and black, combined with this cupuaçu fruit from Brazil. Half of this formula is pure South American adaptogenic plant genius to help align hormones, which are part of everything we do. Every process that the body goes through that's important for wellness, it does involve our hormones and their balance. And that's why half of Soul Excel is to align this. The other half is full of herbs to remove blockages to energy flow. Herbs that help the body keep the blood clear, like butcher's broom, quercetin, celery seed, quercetin from Japanese pagoda, bilberry and eyebright, even those small little capillaries, and that's why there are eyesight benefits. And then herbs to keep the lungs and help the body restore clear lungs, like phenolmonin and fenugreek. So that's the other half of Excel, clearing away the blockages, removing impediments to energy, and aligning our glands and our nerves. That's all in a base of soursop and pineapple. And I love explaining Soul Excel because people usually, oh, okay, there's a lot there. I need to try that. But there you have the 4 signature drinks: balance, lift, calm, and clarify. Think of them a little bit like a compass with north, south, east, and west. The center is what we pivot on, and that's the balance. And each of these is a gateway into balance. Sometimes the gateway that needs to be walked through today is calm. Or it might be, I need a lift now, or I need to clarify and I got to fix my hormones now, or I'm just really low on my mineral and nutrition and adaptogenic bank account that needs to be filled again today. These are the gateways to health. When they're used together, when these are folded in, sometimes multiple drinks in a day, even up to all 4 of them if I really need to leap forward in my wellness, or otherwise rotating these 4 drinks, they are a great secret to wellness because they are founded in adaptogens. They are loaded with nutritional herbs and wonderful plant compounds, all plant-based, and they're organized in a way that is balancing and that is available at every age and at every situation. So that is my quick introduction to why Soul is a leap forward for wellness through adaptogens and our 4 signature drinks. Some people ask, what about the rest of the formulas? Well, they're more targeted to various things and they're additive. But having a signature drink and building upon the signature drinks will always yield greater results and a broader leap forward in wellness. We can do good things anyway, but what kind of a move forward do we want to make in our lives? The signature drinks are designed to be a bigger leap forward for people. Well, there you have it, everybody. That is a little bit about how I like to talk about the signature drinks. I hope some of that is useful to you. I love Jenny just chatted in with 4 hearts, 1 for each color of the categories of soul. You know what? I love that. I love that, Jenny, because that's why we do it, right? This is about caring for people and giving them the things they need so that they can feel good. Now, I want to just add in closing this morning, all of this is wonderful, and all of this is inert without a community to share it. And without that support, once people start to walk through that gateway and begin their journey, they need somebody to give them their arm, walk alongside them, and help them. The community is every bit as powerful, and in my mind, it's actually more powerful even than the products in helping people. So I'm really, really grateful to see so many of you on here and for everything that you do to connect with others. We have a mission of Soul to maintain a vibrant community that is always positive, only supportive, and that where we need answers, where we can't help someone because we don't know, we find those answers. We find them together, and together we lift one another. So that is our thought for this Monday morning Talking Success. Now let's give away our glass Soul bottle. You can use it for anything. I like it for Soul Vital because that's the foundation for me. That's my daily nutrition bank right there. All right. So let's do a drawing here, and I think I've got a bowl. All right. So let's see who gets the Soul bottle today. And it's Minnie Cortez. Minnie, congratulations, Minnie. You know something? We were at a leadership event and we had a dinner. We went out to a dinner actually, and it was in Gatlinburg, and it was this awesome show. And I don't think I've laughed as hard as I laughed at that dinner for a long time because Minnie was at my table and she is really funny. So thanks for making me laugh, Minnie. All right, you won it. And everybody, thank you for being here today. We will see you very soon at Soul Ignite. And until then, thank you for all you do. We'll see you later.